Could this be the greatest live set ever? Certainly the loudest. Welcome classic rock fans to a short video where I want to unbox this, the deluxe edition of Motorhead's No Sleep Till Hammersmith. This was one of those seminal metal albums that really got me into the genre. Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast being another one, Deep Purple's Made in Japan. Those three albums kind of lured me away from the heroin chic of 80s new wave. They kind of corrupted me. No Sleep to Hammersmith gets its name from something that was emblazoned on one of their trucks on this punishing 32-date tour with just 2 days off, culminating, I think, in the London shows. This was the Ace Up Your Sleeve tour, if I'm not mistaken, and they effectively recorded this album at Leeds and Newcastle. Now, the Newcastle City Hall was a fantastic venue, but the Leeds venue had a kind of a bad reputation in terms of its sound and its acoustics. It was formerly an old bus station, but it was converted in 1961 to a concert arena. It held about 5,000 people could get in there, so it was sizable bands played there. They actually decided to record a live album as a kind of a stopgap while the band were touring the States, I think. They thought they'd put this out. Originally they thought about just playing really older material that had suffered from terrible production and didn't want to play anything off Ace of Spades. So just stuff from their Chiswick album and things like that. However, there just wasn't enough time to sort out what they wanted to play, so they just stuck with a kind of a greatest hits package. So this is the box set, which celebrates that famous, infamous live album, one of the best, in fact. I did say in my intro, is this the best live album? No, I don't think it is. I think the best live album ever is The Who live at Leeds, but there you go. So this comes in a wonderful, nice, thick, sturdy box with a lovely gold embossed sleeve. Just something like that. And then we get this wonderful... That's worth paying 29 quid for alone, isn't it? I used to have these on my denim jacket. So you get this lovely little pocket that opens up, and inside we have Motorhead England All Access, Go For It, USA 1981, so it's a replica pass. Followed by, I remember tickets looking like this. This is Newcastle City Hall, Motorhead plus support. Isn't that great? We also get a badge. I think the support band for this tour was a band called Weapon, if I'm not mistaken, but there's a badge. And we get a guitar pick, although I don't think it's going to focus on that. And the next item from the box is this wonderful poster. Open it up so you don't tear it. Isn't that great? I tell you, with Motorhead, what I'd really like with Motorhead is for them to remix the Orgasmatron album and put that out. So I like that record. Nice postcard. The sticker says 40th anniversary celebration of the 1981 #1 album. It is the most necessary live album of all time, and the deluxe 4 CD box set includes No Sleep Till Hammersmith, brand new remaster from original tapes for Venue, demolishing volume. All 3 previously unreleased full live concerts that recorded for the original album. Leeds, Queen's Hall and Newcastle City Hall on 29th and 30th. So the live album which you got was a culling of tracks from all those 3 live dates. So I think we get the original album here, remastered, everything louder than everything else, And then of course we get the full concerts, which is more interesting, the full concerts from which the final disc was arrived at. There was a original plan to have this as a double live album, but they just decided against it and decided for maximum impact, let's just make it a single disc. There you go, I'm turning into a bit of a Motorhead factoid. Anyway, here's the wonderful booklet. The only criticism is these employ those, those silly sets with the little arms there that keep the discs in. These are really fragile and break ever so easily, so that's my only niggle with it. Loads of text and information. Takes me way back to, I saw Motorhead myself in the 1980s. Saw them on the 10th anniversary tour, 85 that was. Phil Lynott came out on stage as well, if I'm not mistaken. Supported by Wendy O. Williams as well. But we were right at the back of the Hammersmith Odeon. I think I've done a video on this gig. I'll see if I can find the card for you. But we were right at the back. And I remember just our shoulders being white where the plaster had come down. But it, as punishing loud as they were, you didn't feel the impact of it right at the back of the Hammersmith Odeon like you would have done had you been downstairs. Saw them the following year as well. I think it was 86 on the Orgasmatron tour. As I've said, love that album. Really would like to see a remix of that album. Would really like to see a remix of Black Sabbath's Born Again as well, because I'm quite a fan of that album. I've come to love it over the years because I love Gillan's voice, and it's just interesting to hear that blend of Gillan's voice, that sludgy guitar sound. But the way it sounds at the moment just sounds shite. Anyway, let's turn back to Motorhead. It's amazing how many accounts are of Lemmy being quite a decent guy, actually. There we go. So disc 1 is No Sleep to Hammersmith. I presume that's the remaster of the original album. And disc 2 is Live at Newcastle City Hall. Looks like 30th of March 1981. Disc 3 is Newcastle City Hall, 29th of March. And of course that means disc 4 is the Leeds Queen's Hall gig. So this set, £29, is definitely worth it as far as I'm concerned. I'm really going to enjoy listening to this. It'd be a real stroll down Amnesia Lane. But anyway, there you go, Motorhead's No Sleep to Hammersmith. What an album. Thank you for watching. Please do click like, subscribe. Check out my other videos, of course. And most of all, stay safe, well, and keep listening.